Hey, we have one life to live. We're not getting any younger, and I want to be the best me that I could possibly be, and I want you to be the best you that you can possibly be. And so first off, I want to say thank you to everybody that watched the first video. I feel super accomplished. I have like 10 subscribers now. That's more than I had the day before. Thank you everybody for the comments. Thank you for the support. And the reason I ask if you would like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell and comment is because it helps with the YouTube algorithm to help get my channel out there. And the reason I want my channel out there is because I believe there's so much valuable information that so many people can use, and the only way I can get this out to people is by you helping me. It's free, you know, like, subscribe, comment, whatever. So anyhow, let's get into it. Now, I said that in my last video, if you'll drop a comment, I'll make some videos on it, but I really feel like this is very important, and so I want to share this. Everything in life, the way you are right now, everything in life is all based off of your mind, a thought. And so one of my main goals for this channel is to help you change the way you think. I'm gonna kind of just start off with this story. So I got into stocks earlier this year because I had this thought. I said, there's trillions of dollars traded every day in the stock market. If I can get 1% of that, I'm set. And so I was talking to one of my coworkers about stocks and like ETFs, and it was around AMC, GameStop time, you know, earlier this year. And one of my coworkers kind of made a comment, smirking. He said, why would I listen to you? You're in the same boat I am. And it kind of upset me, whatever, but no big deal. But I got to thinking, I said, well, it's because I'm changing the way I think. I'm learning. I'm trying to grow. You will probably be an employee the rest of your life. I'm not. I will not. I promise you. And so hopefully he changes the way he thinks. You know, just because, let's say I'll run up on a homeless man and he tells me some of the most valuable information that could change my life, but I disregard it because he's homeless. That's foolish. Change the way you think. You never know who could gift you with something. As a matter of fact, in the Bible, it says that a donkey spoke to a man. So, you know, if a donkey can speak and change a man's life, I'm sure anybody can. So, also, I kind of looked at this too when I thought about this story today. If you have haters in your life, it's okay. Like, but one of my goals is, so when you have haters, they know you, right? Like they know you of some way. Either you have a relationship with them, or they've heard about you, so they have this preconceived notion of you or whatever. But I want to get to a place where I have haters that I don't even know. You know what I mean? Like the president, Donald Trump and Biden. They got so many people hating on them that they don't even know. That lets you know you've done something. So that's what I want to do. Also, while we're talking about people that we're surrounded with, who are your friends? What's that saying? If you want to be a millionaire, hang out with millionaires, or also show me your friends, I'll show you your future. If you have some friends, maybe they've been lifelong, but they're just negative or they're not beneficial to you. My dad taught me if they're not part of the solution, they're part of the problem. And so you may say, man, I can't let those people go. Not only can you, but you should. If you want to live the best life, you cannot have any baggage. You know, I understand, like, oh, you know, I want to help them, I want to lift them up. Do it by your actions and let your light shine, so whenever they see that you've cut them off, and they might hate on you, but they'll see you grow after you cut them off, you know, and it may encourage them. So anyhow, let's get back to changing the way we think. So, in the Bible, again, I know you may not be spiritual and it's okay, but I'm telling you, don't cut me off. There's wisdom in this. There's knowledge. So, it's also something that I live by and one of my biggest goals. A wise man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. And so that's the biggest goal in my life. I've gotten over myself, and I just want to make sure that my family's good. But it says a wise man. It doesn't say a man that was born into money. It doesn't say, oh, a hard worker will leave an inheritance. It says a wise man. So that tells me that it's the way you think. Also, it says that the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous. So all I have to do is be wise enough to figure out how to position myself to collect wealth. And so that was one of my thoughts that I had. And I'm going to kind of look at my notes. I'll cut this video, but I'm going to get back to it. Love you guys. Alright, so side note, I am super pumped up about this. I have a vision for this, and I think it's very critical. I heard Arnold Schwarzenegger say, it's also scriptural too, man without vision perishes. But Arnold Schwarzenegger said you have to have a vision, because you can have the best boat, best plane in the world, and the best pilot, but if you don't have a destination, you'll more than likely end up in the wrong place. And so on the way back to the shop, I'm thinking, and I actually took some notes. I believe things are I think notes and writing it down is very important. For one, you can actually see your goal. Two, if you have an idea, write it down, because you're probably going to forget it. And so, back to thinking, I just want to challenge y'all. Who do you want to be? You know what I mean? Like, what drives you? When we were a kid, the teachers used to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? And the kids would say their dreams: I want to play in the NFL, I want to be an astronaut. And I think with today, us being adults, as life gets in the way and we forget about our dreams, and so let's say your passion is, I want to be a millionaire. Well, think deeper on that. Like, how are you going to achieve that? What are your skills and just your gifts? See, I believe speaking is one of my gifts. And so, for example, if I'm a good speaker, one of my end goals is, once I build up a reputable portfolio of financial freedom and things like this, like Dave Ramsey and Robert Kiyosaki and these people, I want to be able to travel the world and tell people or help people get financially free, and help them just to be critical thinkers or to think different and not give up on their dreams and make money on them. That's a dream. And so I have a skill in talking, and so why not, And so I want you to begin to think, who do you really want to be? What are your dreams? And then how are you going to use what your gifts are to accomplish your dreams? And it's part of the journey, you see. So when you ask somebody, who are they? Your job title isn't who you are. Who are you really? And discovering that is part of this journey that I want to take y'all on. I also think I'm gonna change the name to Dream Chasers. So if you follow this channel, you are part of the Dream Chaser team. You are part of the Dream Chaser movement. Let's make it happen. And so when you're thinking about this, you're thinking about who you are. Study yourself. Study your surroundings. Who do you hang out with? And so that kind of brings me to my next point, about, say you figure out, who you really want to be. Your dreams are reawakened in you. I guarantee you, it says that there's nothing new under the sun. Your dream, somebody else is living your dream. And so study them. Study the people you want to be like. I study Robert Kiyosaki. I study, these people who are financially free, who are living my dreams, And so study who you are, And if you want to be more spiritual, study the people who inspire you. Feed yourself positive energy. See, me, I don't get on YouTube and watch, silly, funny or funny animal videos with my kids. When I watch YouTube, I watch stuff that feeds me, that I can learn from. I learned a long time ago that knowledge is super valuable. And so think, what am I wasting time on? Just think. Think about what you're doing. Think about where you want to go and how you're going to make it happen. Think. And so, for instance, I want to be financially free, so I'm studying successful people in the financial field. And I believe in guidelines and principles, and there's a consistent. For instance, Dave Ramsey says, get out of debt. And Robert Kiyosaki says you can use debt to become a millionaire. And I can break all that down in another video. And although they're different, they still have common, there's a common, I can't think of the word, but you get what I'm trying to say. And I heard somebody say one time, successful people do 3 things financially. They stop trading their time for money. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically if, say you work an 8-hour-a-day job, 5 days a week, you get paid $20 an hour. Well, you are trading your 8 hours of time for $20 an hour. And see, when I realized that, I said, I'm worth more than that. And you are worth more than that. I want you to believe in yourself. You are worth more than what you're making right now. Perfect example. The man I work for is worth about $300 to $400 million. My year's salary he makes off of me in a month. So he knows I'm more valuable than what I'm selling myself for. You see? So, they stop trading time for money. 2, they begin to learn, or they begin to let their money make their money for them, or work for them. You know what that means is they take money. Let's just use Robert Kiyosaki. Debt is good. So he takes a loan and gets in debt to go make more money. Let's say you take out $1 million loan, rent the house out, you're making rent, you're taking that rent, paying your loan, but keeping the rest. Well then, as time goes, and real estate, it's in a bubble right now, but real estate tends to increase because they're not making any more of it. And so you say it's worth $3 million in 5-10 years, whatever. Then you can take the debt that you've got, refinance, pay that debt off. Now you have $3 million. You know, so on and so forth. But in passive income, active income, you take money and let it work for you. And the third thing that was very interesting to me was they value people. I already value people because I love people, but I thought about it on a business aspect. And think about it. If there was no people, there would be no business. You can't sell water to whales in all reality. You know what I mean? And so those were some 3 little guidelines that, or 3 little things that they do. And also 3 other patterns is successful people, there's a trend. Successful people, they start off in the stock market or in some kind of small investments. Then they create businesses. And then they get into real estate. It's a pattern. So I study these patterns and I think about them. How can I apply this to my life? Because I'm going to be like that. I believe in speaking things into existence. I'm going to be that. I am going to accomplish my dreams, and I want you to get fired up because you are part of the Dream Chaser team, and I want your dreams to come true. You understand? Make it happen. You can make it happen. You will make it happen. Claim it over your life. And so, as a man thinks, so he will become. So change the way you think. You know, if you're thinking about, if maybe you're not really there yet where you want to chase your dreams, you're just thinking more along the lines of, man, I need to save money. Think about ways to save money. Make a budget. Think on where could I tie some loose ends up? Am I eating out? Take this for example. I thought about this. Spend $10 a day, 5 days a week. That's $50 a week. Times 4, say a month, is $200 a month. Let's do that times 10. That's $2,000 a year that you're wasting on food. You know, do that times 10 years. What is that? 20 grand? Just saying. That's that's down payment, a 3% down payment on, let's say, 6 homes valued at around $130,000. You see what I'm saying? Think about these things. Think. I want you to learn how to become a critical thinker. Study. What is a critical thinker? How do I become a critical thinker? So, also, if I'm wanting to be financially free, I got to learn things, so I have to teach myself. I'm thinking these things, like, how do I make these things happen, right? So, one example is, I thought, it was like, man, if I want to be financially free, I need to learn financial literacy, such as liquidity, assets, liabilities, debt, interest, return on investments, just those terms. Like, I'm having to teach myself these things, and I'm thinking about them, and I'm learning them, and I'm learning how to apply them to my life. And the last little note that I have, I've kind of went off track all over the place, but the reason I want to be financially free, you know, that saying is the love, or money is the root of all evil. It's not the money is the root of all evil, it's the love of money.
is the root of all evil, and I don't love money. I see money as a tool. And my thing is, when you have more money, you have more options. And I want to have options. I want to be able to get money so I can have more options, so I can have more time, so I can continue to think and continue to grow. Because like I said at the beginning of this second clip was, you know, we get carried away with life. Life gets in the way of our dreams. And so if I can use money as a tool to buy more time, then I have more time to reflect, and I have more time to think about how I'm going to accomplish my dreams. See, I have some things in the work, and I'm still not ready to release them yet, but it's a goal of mine to be able to afford more time. So, people think with money, I think I said it in this video or maybe the last one, people have this thought that is, oh, I need to make more money, I need to work more hours. No. You need to figure out how to make more money with less time. Remember, he's worth $300 million. He makes my salary off a month. That means if I could get to his place and be comfortable where I am financially, I only have to work 1 month out the year. That means I can take 11 months and focus on other things. You see what I'm saying? I hope you're beginning to see this. So anyways, I love you guys. If there's anything else that I can think of or write down, I'll make sure to make another video on it or make another clip to throw in this video. But I think this is enough to chew on. If you would, please comment, you know, maybe some things that you want to talk about, or maybe talk about what are your dreams that you want to chase, you know, or any feedback, of course. But I love you guys. I'm so pumped. I'm nervous. I'm really fearful, and it's not fear of what people think and this, that, and the third. It's fearful of not working. I want this to work so bad. I'm so passionate about it. I have a vision for it, and so I'm speaking it over my life that this is going to work, man. I am so excited. I'm so excited to help you guys, and if there's any way that I can help you, put it down in the comments. Share this to everybody that you know, to where you may be able to help your team begin to start thinking, so we can all grow. We can become a force of dream chasers. We can make the world a better place. And so I love you guys so much, man. Until next time.